Hello guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title of today's video, I've got some news, okay, some major news. And I have no idea when this video is actually going up, but something really big is happening in my life, and I'm pregnant. I am pregnant. As of today, am 4 weeks and 1 day. So I am I've got an early pregnancy, very tiny little baby in there. Found out yesterday, and I would have recorded the whole experience if I knew what was about to happen, but that was just something that I guess the Lord wanted me to hold dear in my heart and not have documented, so that's okay. So this is just gonna be a video talking about how I found out I was pregnant, and probably some other things related to the pregnancy. So I wanted to start by explaining what happened, so how I found out. So Jacob and I have been trying to get pregnant since I think right after Thanksgiving, or maybe it was after Christmas, I'm not sure, but somewhere in the December time. I can't remember exactly, but sometime in December is when we started. And it is February. So it's been 2 months we've been trying. And it did not take very long because I'm pregnant. But I've always, ever since I've been sexually active, it's I've had pregnancy scares before where I think I'm pregnant because something feels weird, or my boobs are extra sore for that menstrual cycle or something, or I've been 11 days late before my period. So it's just weird things happen in my periods, and so that's not really a good tell for me. But as of today, I'm only 2 days late on my period. So when I took the test, I was only 1 day late. So I wasn't really going off of lateness. I was going off of the fact that I had been experiencing cramps that I'd never experienced before. It has now been 6 days, or I think 5 or 6 days of cramping off and on and not starting my period. And usually I know I'm cramping, I'm gonna start my period today, get ready, it's happening. And ever since last Friday, today is Wednesday, since last Friday, cramps started, and I have not started my period. So I was like, what is happening? This is so strange. And I know Jacob and I have been actively trying since December, so I was I'm just gonna see, probably not, I'm probably not pregnant, but I'm just gonna look up symptoms and see what's going on. So, and if you've ever experienced this before, you would know most pregnancy symptoms also are just like your normal period symptoms, so it's kind of hard to tell until missed periods. And so usually people wait 2 weeks after their missed period, because that's okay, I'm for sure something's up, I need to take a test. But I was something's weird, I've been experiencing this weird cramping thing I've never experienced before. Looked it up, and it's something called implantation cramping, where that week after implantation happens, or whatever it is, it's this thing during the 4 week or 3 or 4 week mark, you start cramping because it's the fertilized egg implanting into your uterine wall, and that's what that experience feels like. It feels like several days of cramping off and on, and I was that's weird, could be, but I'm not late yet, so I'm we'll see. And I was just it's been 2 months, there's no way I got pregnant that quickly. Well, yesterday after work, I was just emotional because something else had happened regarding our apartment, and it was just a whole ordeal. So I was already emotional, I was already crying because of that. And then I was talking about and Jacob had already known that's been happening, and he was just like, he was about to get in the shower, and he's like, just take a pregnancy test, just do it. And I was like, well, what if it's negative? And he was like, well, just give it another one, it's fine, like, just take it and see what it says. I was like, okay. And we already had some pregnancy tests at home, like, just in case, something like this happened. And so I just peed like 15 minutes before that, so I had like no pee in me, like I had like a few drops. Okay, I sit down and I'm like really trying to squeeze it out and I pee a little bit on this stick, and I'm just being a goofball, and I'm like singing and dancing and being ridiculous because it's just who I am. And like I was like, there's no way, like anytime I've ever taken a pregnancy test, it's like obviously been negative, and so I'm just like, it's not gonna happen. Like, there's no way. It's not gonna happen. Then next thing you know, that thing has 2 lines on it. Crystal clear. I literally immediately start bawling. I rip open the bathroom, like, shower curtain, shove the thing in Jacob's face, and I'm like, it says I'm pregnant, and I'm just bawling and freaking out and saying, oh my gosh, like I was in so much shock. I'm still a little bit in shock, but I was in so much shock, like I just could not stop saying, oh my gosh. I said it like 4,000 times, I swear. Just like bawling. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking pregnant, what the heck? So yeah, that's how I found out. And Jacob, of course, was a little bit skeptical. He was like, well, I'm not totally, that could be, wrong, like, whatever. And so later on in the evening, I took another one, and it was positive again, because those pregnancy tests just very, 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 very rarely show a false positive. Most of the time, they'll show a false negative because you don't have enough HCG in your, like, the hormones that hasn't, like, fully, like, there's not enough of it yet to, like, show up. So false negatives are more common than false positives, but I think it was positive. Crystal freaking clear. 2 times positive. So yeah, I'm pregnant. So this is being filmed 2 weeks before we move in. Well, now a week and a half before we move into our new house. So there's just a lot of things happening in my life now. I'm just like, oh my goodness. I'm about to take my certification test to be a teacher. I'm about to move into my first house I bought, and I just found out I was pregnant. So, but yeah, I wanted to just share that with you guys because that's a huge deal, obviously. Got this little tiny baby growing inside me, and I'm just so excited and so thankful. Like, I have just been like, last night I talked to like all my family. Like, I'm not one that's gonna like keep it a secret, because some people are like, well, don't share until you're at a certain point, or don't share until what if something happens. I'm like, I don't want to live in isolation if something did happen. And to me, if something did happen, that's just even more of a reason to like glorify the Lord. And this is, nothing's happened, so this is me before anything horrible has happened, and haven't experienced that yet, so who knows how I would actually respond. But like, that is my thought process behind it, is I would want, regardless of how this pregnancy goes, I would want the people near me and around me and my family and friends to know that regardless of the situation, God is good, and they're not gonna know that if I'm not telling them what's going on in my life. Also, this is the biggest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I don't want to keep that a secret. Like, I'm excited. I want people to know. And so, yeah, I've basically told everyone besides Jacob's family, because he wants to tell them in person. And so, that is why I'm saying I don't know when this video is going to go up, because I don't know when we're telling them. Yeah, I don't know when we're telling them. So, because it's going to be when we see them in person next, which I don't know when that's going to be. So, whenever they find out, y'all will find out. So, yeah, so obviously you guys viewing this video now, they have since found out. But anyway, so yeah, yesterday I was just talking to my family and some of my friends about it, and just like, there's still three more people I want to tell, but I did not answer the phone yesterday, so I couldn't tell them. So yeah, I am pregnant, and I'm literally over the moon. And today I've just like, I mean, even yesterday too, I've just been like praising Jesus, talking to him, so like just in awe of him and worshiping him, because he's so good. Like, I was a scandalous hoe, okay? Like, if you know me from high school or like early adulthood, you know me as like the girl that like was scandalous and like was doing a whole bunch of nasty nonsense. And I had so much unprotected sex and was not on birth control, majority of it, and never got pregnant. Like, and I'd always thought like the Lord protected me in those moments. Like, since becoming a believer, I've looked back and been like, wow, the Lord definitely protected me from like not getting pregnant, not getting an STD, not getting whatever. Like, he's like definitely like protected me from that. And then at the same time, I always had this thought like, well, what if I like am not capable of getting pregnant? Because that's a lot of times to have sex and not get pregnant. Like, that's just crazy. 2 freaking months of trying, and I'm pregnant. That to me is a testament of how good the Lord is, and how sweet he is to us, because I did everything under the sun that would cause me to be pregnant, to have a baby, 1 out of wedlock, 2 with I don't know who the baby daddy would have been. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like a horrible environment for that baby to have grown up in. And the Lord protected me and this child from experiencing that. And I am that's just, to me, that's like, that is a miracle in itself. The fact that I never got pregnant, and then this quickly, after trying with my husband, and we both love Jesus and are serving him, like, we get pregnant that quickly. Like, that is shocking. Like, I am shook. And I'm just in my spirit, on my knees, face down, praising the Lord for how good he is, because I do not deserve that. Like, at all, by any means. And I'm just so ready to raise a baby, raise a kid, love Jesus and know him. And I've already been praying over this baby, and some of my closest friends have been praying over this baby. I know Jacob's praying over this baby. Like, I am so thrilled. Like, that's the other thing that's such a sweet gift from the Lord, is that I get to be excited. Because in those other circumstances, if I'd gotten pregnant, I would not have been excited. Like, I would have been terrified to tell people, because it was oh shoot, I messed up situation. And this is just, I just get to fully experience the gift that it is, instead of having a gift and being ashamed of it because I got it in a way that was not good. So I'm just so grateful for that, because literally I did not deserve that at all. Like, none of my actions in my past have ever said that I should be able to experience this in this way. And so anyway, all that being said, I'm done ranting for now. I don't know when I'm going to see you guys next, but this is just going to be a little vlog of telling my family and friends. I will probably put on the screen next for you guys a little montage of all the moments I got to tell friends and family. A lot of it was FaceTime, because we live far away from our family. But yeah, we're just so excited. we had so many people praying for this. That is just so sweet. I'm just so thankful. So anyway, I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merge and change, but your face remains the same.